Hey, Dr. Chandra, this is Cornell Brantley. Hey, Dr. Chandra, I am Darion Woods,
Hey, Dr. Chandra, this is Jonathan Mills.
and this is our lab report and project on the solar panels. As you can see, we already have our breadboard hooked up with our solar panels and LED and all other components, and we're about to start our report on how this goes. We are about to get results from the voltages of channel 1 and channel 2.
All right,
Excuse me. Channel 1 was the voltages from the solar panel, and channel 2 is the voltages from the transistor, or the capacitor. Excuse me. Okay.
the first experiment we're doing is we're keeping the whole breadboard in the shade, and as the shade we're using the laptop. And the light is lighting up, but it's not really too bright now because it's being kind of cut off from the sun. And it's only giving off 0.6899 voltages of power. And I mean, right now, we guess that it would eventually start changing as we give it more light and stuff like that.
Okay, now we got to put it in the sun to remove from the shade. And the calculations that we received from the waveform program are, in the sun, the DC of channel 1 is 0.696 voltages, and the LED gets brighter than it was when it was in the shade. And now, if we block the solar panels, the readings of channel 1 is 0.0524 voltages, and the LED, as you can see, is barely on, and you can barely see any light emitting from it. Channel 2. And in channel 2, it's 1.116 voltage, and the LED is still there.
And the next thing we're going to do is put a box covering the whole entire solar panel. And once we did this, the light is still showing, but it's just not as bright as all the other ones are. And this one only has 0.0524 voltages of power. And in channel 2, it has even more. It has 3.578 voltages of power. And this is the least that has been in all 4 of the experiments we've done so far. So now we have to do the second part of the experiment and add another black wire and the capacitor.
And here's our black wire and our capacitor. And now if you look at the breadboard, the black wire goes to B37. And to J40. And the capacitor goes from E40 to I40. And now that that's in there, what I just done is I've connected the short black wire and the capacitor to the breadboard. And now, when we turn the power switch back on, the results of the capacitor are as follows. It is 0.6900 voltages in channel 1 and 0.1421 voltages in channel 2. Okay, next, the lab instructed us to remove one of the wires from the solar panels, the black wire from the solar panel. And once we did this, the results of the breadboard of the voltages are, in channel 1, it's steady decreasing. Like
as right now it stayed decreased. It hasn't came to a complete stop. And in channel 2, the voltages are 3.571 voltages.
And it will continue to decrease in channel 1 until it hits 0. And what is happening is the capacitor has stored power from the solar panel from the sun, and it was using that energy to power the LED. But as you could have seen earlier, the LED stayed on for about 6 seconds after we unplugged the black wire from the breadboard.
All right. Well, that's just the end of our lab project. Do y'all have anything else to say?
That's it.
All right. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day.
Bye, Sean.
All right, Doc.